Welcome, Algebra 2, to the 1.4 lesson. Today we're discussing rewriting equations and formulas. Now there's no new vocab in this section, so we're going to just get right into a couple of examples. The idea behind this section is that you want to take a formula or an equation and you want to rearrange it so that one certain variable is by itself. In this case, we're solving this equation for y. This would be the same thing as putting something in slope-intercept form, which is going to be something that we're going to do later on, but I know you've done before. So you just got to remember that you are using the exact same properties that you would use when you're just solving a basic equation for a certain variable. So just what we did in 1.3, it just now they're throwing in some other variables. So if I want y by itself, what I might do is I'm going to leave that y term alone at the moment, and I want to get everything else to the other side. So how do I get rid of 11x? I subtract 11x. Alright, and then so that's going to cancel. I have negative 9y equals. Now order here is not super important. Kind of a rule of thumb is you do variables in alphabetical order with constants at the end. So in that case it would be negative 11x minus 4, because notice both terms there are negative. But if you mess up that order, that's okay. And so our last step is I want to get y by itself, so I'm going to divide by negative 9, and I'm going to go ahead and divide everything by negative 9. So my negative 9's at the beginning cancel, and I get y equals 11/9 x, since that doesn't reduce. And I have a negative over a negative, which is a positive, so plus 4/9, and you leave it exactly like that. So our last one here, given this equation xy minus x equals 4, we want to find the value of y when x is negative 4. And there's two ways you can do it. You can go ahead and plug in negative 4 for x right now and then just kind of whittle it down and solve for y. I prefer, though, to get whatever variable I'm solving for by itself. So if I want to get y by itself, and so I do this first, I'm going to add x to both sides, which is going to give me xy equals, and if I do the descending order there, x plus 4. And my next step, if I want y by itself, is going to be divide by x, and this time I'm just going to divide the whole thing by x and leave it x plus 4 over x. So there's what y is. So then when I put in negative 4, I can do that there all at once. And on top I get 0, and 0 divided by anything is 0. There we go. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in class.